In today's video we are going to show you some of the best gaming mouse under $30 that you can buy in 2023. I've included the links in the description box below. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. First one is SteelSeries Rival 110. The SteelSeries Rival 110 on first glance appears to be like the Rival, but that is mainly only design. Sticking with the favored Rival 100 contour, SteelSeries attracted the internals up high date back when that was published. The detector features a true one-way tracking as well as an IPS of 240, giving you enough to make those speedy flick shots. The mouse includes a 1000 MHz polling rate, and it seems as though it's been compact for gaming performance. Locating a good mouse in this price category is one hell of a challenge. Nevertheless, SteelSeries seem to have made it feasible now with these older models getting their costs payable. The mouse has been ambidextrous and features a DPI button on the top to get the fly sensitivity changing. Total, the 110 is a solid budget mouse with fantastic design and functionality attributes. For all those out there that prefer a right-handed ergonomic mouse, the newer Rival 310 has an improved detector and can be designed for a comfier grip. Next one is Corsair M55 RGB Pro. Corsair has a few mice in their scope that are highly popular with a few gamers, which is reasonable as they appear to do a decent job of things. This mouse from Corsair may not be as good as the M65 Elite or the Corsair Glaive, but it's of high build quality and assembled nicely. The design is fairly simple yet elegant, with a huge hump in the rear to accommodate your own palm and beautiful tapered-in edges. Despite preferring right-handed mice, I enjoyed the M55 within the M65 as a result of simplistic aesthetics. The M55 weighs in at only 85 g, which is fairly mild and reminded me of this Logitech G203. The only issue I had with the mouse has been that the unused side switches, which are far too easy to accidentally hit. The mouse is 4.9 in length by 2.2, which makes it fit a variety of medium-sized hands and grip styles. Inside we see a PWM3327 optical sensor, which may be old but is still very accurate and reliable for this day. The primary Omron switches are good for 50 million clicks, decades. The mouse comprises RGB and 8 programmable buttons. Next one is HyperX Pulsefire Core RGB. The Pulsefire Core from HyperX is just one of the least expensive mice in their range. Though HyperX mice lack the potency of most other brands, this one comes in at a tremendous worth and couldn't be discounted. Inside the core see a PixArt PAW3327 optical sensor. Now, this may be an old detector, but PixArt know what they are doing in the gaming sensor section, and this is extremely dependable for the price. At 87 g, this is a light mouse and the construction felt strong with no audible wobble. It's an ambidextrous mouse that can play a major factor in whether you buy it, seeing as the contour is one of the most crucial factors. Design-wise, the mouse is really bland, but it does offer RGB, and at such a low cost too. The DPI switch on top of the mouse is just 2 buttons, which we adore, as you can certainly go up and down rather than cycle through your preset sensitivities. The competition in this price category is so low that even this HyperX mouse stands outside. This is a good choice and a fantastic budget mouse to get you started, with a few excellent precision coming to play. Next one is Retrogon M719 Invader. Retrogon is notorious for producing adequate budget gear that not only has great enough functionality but in most cases looks the part too. The Retrogon M719 Invader gaming mouse matches that description and provides players a secure, comfortable ambidextrous form. The M719 Invader feels like this Logitech G203 with some interesting design changes like RGB. The mouse is fairly light and weighs similar to the Razer Deadhatter at only 93 g. The shape is actually nice to look at and hold, and while it's safe, it feels quite successful for gaming. The clicks feel better than many other mice which feature at this cost and are exceptionally reactive. The coat is a slick plastic so that your preferences on coatings will determine if you pick this mouse or not, but it's of high quality for the purchase price. The dearth of texture can have left-handed players losing hands, so make sure you're okay with the coat before buying. As mentioned, the mouse looks a bit like a fancy G203, and to be fair, that the measurements are not far off either, with maybe a slightly wider base. Don't get me wrong, the mouse feels cheap, but what can you expect for this budget? That being said, the top 2 picks are of higher quality and are not really much more in the purchase price department. again I can view that this mouse for a brand new casual gamer who does not understand what premium mouse they need or to get your price-conscious gamer. If you play games often or favor the competitive world, then I would go towards the Rival 110 or HyperX Hard, as this may have you at a disadvantage. Last one is if you want to spend even less than the $30 budget, then you may even look at a cheap alternative like this Picktech gaming mouse. It has a DPI of 7200, which is a vast improvement over a mouse. This implies that if you're finding things to be overly sensitive to you, then you can easily reduce the DPI. However, it may be better to do so in sport if you're able to. Ergonomically, the mouse feels great and fits into the hands comfortable with no battle in the wrist. The only thing that I do not like about this mouse is that it seems fairly affordable. I mean, it's actually cheap, but it is made of lower quality materials and it does not feel as robust as the other mice. However, because of its price, I really don't think there's much to argue about. So that's all about the video. I hope this video is helpful for you. See you guys next time.